Dun 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 dun. Oh. We still don't have an intro, do we?
No.
I just took that in.
We're gonna get there. Don't worry.
Let's just leave it at that.
I just took that in.
Do you want one still?
I mean, yeah, I feel like.
You know what?
Well, we made a vow that we were no longer going to use Drake's voice for this season. Which, have we kept up to that vow? We don't use it,
we
right?
haven't.
Okay, so we don't.
Drake can't content ID season 5.
Just 1 through 4.
That's 1
Yeah,
through 4.
just 1 through 4.
We showed him.
3 years in, 5 seasons, and
You know what though? I'm happy that we're starting with this though, because what are you even? Do you want a boom bappy intro?
I don't want like a
dance hall kind of
No, I don't want that. No.
Do you want like top 40 like
What?
sort of radio bop sort of
No.
beat? Do you want a Kanye production sort of? What do you want your intro to sound like? Viewers, what do you want to like hear the first time? You know?
yeah, maybe we can get some like suggestions. I feel like
You want a DJ Premier sounding?
no, I don't.
Or
think-
you could just 2012 YouTube it, where you just have like one line and just get the viewers to all send in themselves saying the line, and you use a different one as the intro every episode.
Oh, that is OD. I think that is OD.
How is that
I
OD?
think
That's
a
very
lot of
easy to-
work.
That's a
That's
good
very
idea.
easy to manage.
That's a good idea.
You tell them to say you're now listening to the Relentless Diaries and send it to the email. You put it at the beginning of the episode and it's done.
Want to hear your voice on the Relentless Diaries? Send in your line. Send in your audition tape.
This is Susie from Montana, and you're now listening to the Relentless Diaries. Done.
Susie killed it this
No.
time. She did it way better than the person last week.
But we're gonna
See?
edit that in every week.
Hey man, if y'all
You
want to
drop
send it in,
the file into the beginning, and that's
Okay,
it.
all right, guys. Officially, if you want your voice and to be credited in our intros, send a clip of saying that.
we don't have marketing brainstorm sessions. We just do it. On the
This was
podcast.
wild. So you can send in a clip of your voice saying your name.
Send
where
a
you're-
video, and we'll take the MP3.
Okay,
'Cause
sure.
you need it for the YouTube also.
Okay, yeah, sure. Send a video of yourself. Make sure it's good quality video though. And
Or don't. Who cares?
Whatever. Anyways, we need the audio. We just need someone to say your name, where you're from, and now you're now listening to the Relentless Diaries podcast. And we'll see how that goes.
And if people roast you in the comments, it's not our fault.
It's a brave place, not a safe place. You know what you signed up for.
I guess so. But anyways, guys, regardless of that, you're now listening to what? Season 5, episode 6.
In our LeBron era, let's get it.
Oh my God.
LeBron would not be the first one I go to.
Okay,
for
Dr.
6.
J. We're in our Dr. J era.
Well, who
Yeah.
another player you'd go to for a number 6 jersey?
Probably would be Dr. J or Bill Russell.
Bill Russell.
That's Zoe. That's Clyde. I'm Tresor.
Oh, sorry. Because we're not good at introducing ourselves. I feel like everyone I'm the only woman on this show. I
But
feel like
you started, so you have to start it.
Zoe
or it's
starts
not
every
gonna
episode
happen.
now. You know what is.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's either you kind
That's
of.
very uninclusive.
Oh, my bad, Trey. My bad.
It's okay.
That's
You have so
very-
many days.
3:15. You have extra days to edit this. So
It's
okay,
very
you'll be okay.
uninclusive for the new listeners.
Oh, it's uninclusive if I don't introduce myself.
Yes.
But to me, it's like new listeners are probably here from our TikTok or our Instagram where they can visibly see us.
So that doesn't mean they know our names.
But
It's
our names-
it's not the Zoe, Clyde, and Tresor podcast.
Okay, fine. Sorry. Well, I
These
mean,
are
you
good
already
points.
introduced Zoe, Clyde, and yourself, so everyone knows who we are.
Yeah,
now.
we're here now.
I mean, a lot has gone on. I think we're kind of like low-key freestyling this episode with like a splash of some sort
Slight
of
evergreen.
slight evergreen splashes of topics that we have mixed with freestyling. So we're just gonna see how this goes.
I'm giving into peer pressure. Also,
With
What
betting?
did you do?
He's betting.
Smoke
no,
weed now?
no.
Damn it.
If you guys aren't watching the YouTube video, I'm wearing flare pants.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that last episode. Yeah, okay.
I decided to just try it out and see how I feel about it. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna wear it for the day, see how I feel.
What's wrong with the flare pants, though? What's wrong?
I never liked them.
Can you stand up? I didn't really take it in until now you said that you're wearing flare pants. So now I don't really know.
They work with forces and that.
Yeah, I don't think
it works,
it's bad.
What's wrong with them?
You're very mono.
Gunshot for that.
I just wasn't I wasn't a flare guy, and I just felt like people started doing it as the trend. So I might be succumbing to peer pressure.
You're very monochromatic today. Is that like your new thing? I feel like you've been doing that a lot lately, where like the hat matches the jacket matches the pants.
Have I?
Yeah, the blue you came
Last
in with
week you
last
came in like
episode.
full baby blue.
I've been trying new things, seeing what's my bag and
Are you
what's
trying to
not.
be like a fashion killer now or something?
Not a fashion killer, but
You like
I
getting
have-
the DM. Where did
I
you
have
get that?
I have a lot of
something for you.
nah, it's not even like that. It's more like I have a lot of clothes, and I just notice that I just wear the same things all the time. So I try to wear more things, and people don't know that I have a lot of clothes. So I've been trying to do outfits. People know me as like the tracksuit guy,
Yeah,
the
okay, I
hoodies.
see.
I
guy.
don't mind the tracksuit guy though.
and I don't mind it either.
I
but
guy.
genuinely don't mind it.
I mean, generally, he likes being comfortable and will choose comfort over,
Yeah.
like, he'll choose peace in a lot of situations.
Yeah.
Like, the archetype of the sweatpant guy
Yeah.
is a good person. You want that guy, like, to be, like,
Yeah.
you know, you
Yeah.
want to be friends with the
but
sweatpant
also
guy.
at the same
I
time,
would definitely date the sweatpant guy too.
Sweatpant
Or
guy gets girls.
Tracksuit guy.
The tracksuit guy gets
it
girls.
works. It definitely does work. But also, being in the public eye, I want to show that I have
not the
some
public
sort of
eye.
fashion sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
He said, "Now that I'm like famous,
I feel you on
people
that.
need to
'Cause
know that I can."
I
dance.
haven't gotten like a pair of Tims, like a classic pair, and like
In a long time, yeah.
quite a long time. And this is,
Tim's
like, my
made the
first pair
resurgence.
for a while.
I,
so
I was
like-
gonna wear the Tims today too, but I'm sorry.
That
they're
would have been
just-
crazy. But I'm not gonna lie. I think the Tims with this outfit would have been a lot.
The Tims they're too uncomfortable. And then
They're
in the
very-
last moment,
yeah.
I looked in the mirror and I was like,
Yeah, this is my first time wearing, and I forgot how uncomfortable.
like
it
you have to
is.
No one
break
talks about
Tims
that.
in like their heels,
No one.
How would you know?
tough.
Yeah.
How do you know you have to break heels in?
because that's what you guys say.
Like if you don't want to sound like everywhere you go, it just you gotta. It's
Those are
ex-
new. Like, are you wearing, this is the first time you're wearing
yes,
them out
this
the
is
box?
First, yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
driving, if you have a big foot size, wearing Tims, it's difficult because your foot keeps hitting like the pedals.
Are you
and
supposed
stuff.
to get a size down for Tim's?
Oh, yeah.
Hell no.
No, you
What?
are. Tims run big.
I thought it was the opposite.
No,
So what? Are
Tims
those
run
like
big.
tight as hell?
No, they're big.
Oh.
They're my usual
Yeah.
size, but they
You
feel
have to
bigger
go a
than they-
size down.
Yeah, and
Oh.
I feel like I fucked up. So,
I wear a 12. I had to get an 11 because the 12s are too big.
yeah, yeah.
Interesting. I mean, I don't think I've ever been like, I wouldn't call myself, okay, are you like a repeat outfit person? Like, do you have, people like this jacket
Sometimes,
goes,
sometimes
yeah.
you have to be.
But like my thing is like, do you know that, for example, if Tresor is gonna wear that jacket, he has to wear those pants. You know, people who are like, they have set outfits
Fits
that like
you put it
Yeah.
up on the hanger with the
Yeah.
shirt, the pants.
Yeah.
No,
Are
no,
you
no.
that
I'm not
type
one of those.
Because I know people who are like that. Like, if I wear this shirt, these are the pants that go with it.
Nah.
To me, I just kind of like
That doesn't make sense to
Yeah,
me.
I mix and match a lot. Like,
You
yes,
have
I'll
to.
get certain things off multiple. I'll get like different pants with this
Yeah.
bodysuit or whatever. But people who have like set
I
outfits,
rate that, but I'm not like that.
The only time that's useful is if you're going on a trip. Because I'm the opposite on trips, and I shoot myself in the foot a lot of times.
you overpack.
It's like I'll pack
I do
this,
that.
this, and this, and then I take it out, and I'm like, this doesn't match each other.
Do you rush pack?
Yeah, but but even if I don't rush pack, I don't plan my outfits before I pack. I'll just be like, I like this, and I like that, and I like that, and I'll just pack it.
But do you know when like the travel influencers, and this is another topic I want to touch on. We'll talk about this in a second. But you know when like travel influencers like getting ready to travel and they put on the outfits and then like see how it looks? I'm like, bro,
I'm not
there's
doing
no
that.
way I'm putting on outfits and then packing the outfit. Like, I don't have that time. I don't think I'm
Well, you
that.
gotta know if it like looks good, right?
For sure, but I mean, I feel like I have a sense of myself and my
Yeah.
own style and what I have to know that this bodysuit's gonna go well with this skirt or this dress. You know what I'm saying? But like when people like physically put on every single outfit and then they're like, all right, this is blessed, and then pack it, I'm like, yo, you have time,
But even
like time.
even on a regular day, you know
Time
those
to
people
kill.
that when they're just at home on their free time, they'll like put on different outfits and see what works with each other.
No.
I'm not doing that either. A lot of times when
That's
I
like-
put it on is the first time it's ever been on my body like this. Like I know certain people that will like put it on, take a video of themselves and like see how they look.
Oh yeah, I do that. So if I
don't
order
do that.
something new, I'm putting it on immediately
That
just
is
to
some
see.
unemployed, child-free level of free time to
No,
have to do.
if you order something
no,
for
no,
the
no.
first time,
I mean, just like what he described, just
You
like
put on a whole outfit like to see an
just for
outfit.
no reason. You don't even have like an
that's-
event nearby in the near future to wear this at. You just want to know for sure that this outfit works. Like you're just trying. on to know what your
Yeah.
bag is looking like.
But if it's new,
I remember being in school
Yes.
and doing stuff like
That's
that.
different. That's different than ordering a hoodie and putting on the hoodie when you get there. That's
Yeah,
not what
that's
I'm talking about. I'm talking about like, okay, I'm gonna wear this, and this. I'm gonna try it on and see how it looks
just
on
for
a
no reason?
on a random day.
Okay,
Yeah,
no.
That's what
No.
I mean.
I know if I do like a haul
Good times.
from like Essence and I got like mad tops and bottoms or dresses or whatever, I'm putting them all on to see what goes with what.
Yeah.
And then I know, okay, if it fits, does it actually match this, whatever, and then I'll hang it up.
What type of online shopper are you guys? Are you a sales section first? Are you a sort low to high to low?
I'm a pretty calculated
Clearance.
online shopper. Like I feel like I
Clearance? People still have clearance?
know what I'm online.
Yeah, online.
I've seen sale and clearance are different things though.
I feel like it's the same thing.
No, at least
It's
from my
semantics.
my memory of retail, we've had sale, then we've had clearance. We're like, yo,
Well, clearance is usually in the store, I guess. Sale is online.
I'm not the. When's the last time I've seen clearance online? Like, Essence definitely don't have no clearance.
I think clearance
Essence
might be,
has sale.
Yeah.
Clearance might be only in store, no?
Maybe
I
because
think-
clearance is like, yo, this is so cheap and we absolutely need this out of here. Sale is like, we have a few left. It might be out of season or we have too many, so we're dropping down the price a little bit.
Do you look at people differently who would go to clearance and sales?
No.
Hell no.
Not at
what?
all.
Yo, what thing?
I am
Listen,
a salesman.
listen, you heard it here first. Listen very closely, ladies and gentlemen. Zoe Smith, I have a lot of nice clothes. 9 out of 10 those clothes were on sale.
That's a fact.
I'm talking, and get me wrong, I was privileged because I used to work at a designer store. But I'm telling you, yo, I used to hide shit. Like, you know when you
you
work
were
in
one of those
Hell yes, I was one of those. Retail, baby.
You check
When-
online.
No, there's no more in
Listen,
the back.
You
but
check
no,
online,
There's
there's one in
outside.
stock.
Oh, you're
Yo,
the
listen,
worst.
I used to work, I can say now, it's not Nordstrom. It's not in Canada anymore. Who cares? I used to work at Nordstrom, okay? And yo, when designer sale came and things were like, if it was $1,000, it went down to like 700. I'm telling you, I used to climb high. Used to be in the back. Yo, I want
hide
these.
it?
All my Valentino shoes, I'm telling you, those have been at the top of Nordstrom's back room, all the way at the back, because the longer the time goes, the more the price drops. So I'll like go and like scan it every couple weeks. But, oh shit, it's down $100. Oh shit, it's down $200. And then when it gets to like the last, then I'll buy it.
Wow.
And I'll be like, oh my God, there's one size left. I'm like, damn, where is it? I don't know. No, it's me. And I'm
the
waiting.
worst.
I'm waiting.
And
I
but
don't
I
care.
know,
You're-
and
I
I
don't
knew
care.
people do that. You know,
Of course.
people do that in retail, and people do that at shoe stores all the time.
That is what we talk about resellers. It's the people working there that are giving the resellers the hookup and everything like
Facts.
that.
Yeah.
That are doing that type of shit.
You've never done that for Locker?
Oh, I did. When I worked at Champs, I
Foot
did that stuff when I worked
But
at Champs.
when also
I
we
put
both-
the flu games aside when there was like a couple 12s left. It's
We
like,
both
okay.
worked at Sport Check.
Right.
Sport Check's discount was so damn good, you even need to wait for a
Facts.
sale. Our
Facts.
Sport Check had probably the best discount I've
Facts.
ever
What was it?
experienced. It was
Bro,
cost.
It was like it was
So, like,
it was
the
cost.
cost
It was
of the
cost
item
plus
plus
10%.
10%.
Yeah.
So like whatever, so you know how like obviously they mark up, like Nike Tech, they mark it up
Yeah,
to
yeah.
120 for
Yeah.
pants. But whatever Sport Check, the company pays for that item, which is lower
Oh,
than
the
retail.
wholesale.
Yes.
Oh,
so you're
shit.
getting wholesale price
That's crazy.
plus 10%.
I didn't
And
know that.
depending,
Yo, I used to-
depending on what it was, there's certain stuff where like it won't be that much. But I remember I bought my mom a coat. It was like a North Face
Yeah.
jacket. I think the jacket was like $200. I got it for like $40. I was like,
Whoa.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I've ever heard that low.
no, I was shocked myself. I was like, they are making hand over fist.
That's
As a Champs employee, like I just remember, you guys probably know about this as sneaker people, but like you would only get a certain amount that you could spend on discounts
Yeah,
per month.
that was
and then
us
like
too.
every 2 or 3 months or something, they'd have what's called a 50s week. where
50s,
You
yeah.
would
Yeah.
only get 30% off or something like that, but then for 1 week you had like
50%
50% off, and like I remember almost making money during that. Just the way people would just come for you like with discounts and everything. So yeah, man, working retail.
Working retail
can
is a
finesse.
gift and a curse. And also working retail makes you realize like, yo, we're getting finessed in how much money we're actually spending on these items because these companies are paying little to nothing.
Yeah.
Especially on like Boxing Day and stuff like that. When I used to work at Best Buy, bro, Boxing Day and you're changing this. It's like a week before Boxing Day. They take down the price like $5. Boxing Day, you put up the new sign and it's marked down, and it's
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
the same price because they increased it by $20 2 weeks ago and brought it back down to the same price, and now it's sold out.
Before we move off of fashion, just because this made me think of this while we were talking about it, have you guys ever like not fucked with like a fashion brand or something like that because of ethical reasons, or like a rumor or something that you heard and then it like turned out to not be true? This is very obscure or something,
No.
but like,
I-
you ever like boycotted for like a reason or something and like
I mean, there's definitely
changed up after?
situations I had where, like, you know, when like the Gucci made like that like turtleneck with like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
black
yeah,
face, I was
yeah.
like, eh.
That lasted for like a month.
Yeah,
I think,
that didn't go
I
far
think it's
at
funny because of Black History Month. I just remember this like time of my life where I was very just like super about black issues and everything like that. And there was this article going around saying how Michael Jordan owned a prison and that he was that like
I
Nike,
remember that.
Jordan manufactured products were being made in prisons and stuff like that. And there
Yeah,
was that
but a
whole-
lot of products are made in
But
prisons.
who believed that?
I did for a year or two.
and I swear it's a different Michael Jordan that
Oh,
owns
it is.
the
Yeah,
prisons.
yeah. It's some white Michael Jordan, but
But
not-
everyone
not-
swears it's MJ.
And then for Timberlands, there was some other like satirical like thing that had legs of its own that people started believing that like the tree had to do with like lynching black people and stuff. And
the
there was,
tree on the Timberland like
yeah.
logo.
Yeah, and people started circulating that rumor, and I remember just like thinking like, oh, like maybe you shouldn't buy Timberlands for a little bit. And then you do some Googles, and you're like, shit,
It's
like
not
they
true.
got me, you know? I don't know. I was just wondering.
But I
Black
mean,
History
I
Month.
feel like if we knew where like how half the stuff we wore was produced, like yeah, most of it is very unethical. Like whether it's prisons or somewhere
And
in a
racist.
racist.
Who was it? Was it
or
Tommy
somewhere in a
Hilfiger?
third world country? Like
Yeah, Tommy Hilfiger kind of didn't, or wasn't that a rumor though too? Isn't this exactly kind of? He said something about not wanting black people to wear his clothes.
Yeah.
Like he was
Did
quoted
anyone
saying
fact
that?
check that?
Yeah,
well,
but,
same with the owner of Lululemon.
but they disproved that with Tommy Hilfiger that he didn't actually say that, and that,
That's
or
crazy.
I don't know, didn't actually say
yeah,
that.
but the same thing with I mean the owner of Lululemon, like he's super like
Yeah, yeah.
fat phobic, homophobic, like
Victoria's Secret's
racist.
kind of like that too, right?
Yeah, yeah,
They're like, we don't want plus size people wearing our shit.
yeah.
Isn't
And-
Victoria's Secret like dying anyway?
Yeah, they are pretty
For
much
that
dying.
reason, like being
Who's
inclusive
taking
was the
over
thing that killed them.
in
Who's
that
taking
market?
over for Mark?
Fenty or Rihanna.
I guess.
I don't know. I'm asking.
I guess maybe. Like I personally, I don't have any Savage Fenty gear.
Oh.
I would say maybe like Skims.
Yeah.
A
Probably.
lot of
For
women.
bras?
Yeah, Skims has really good bras. A lot of women wear Skims.
Skims a $1 billion company. So
No, it's not billion yet.
that's a $1 billion valuation.
Does it?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
B?
Skims, yeah. Like a long time ago, that guy
I'm
announced.
saying that as I'm wearing Skims leggings.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm shocked as I'm literally wearing Skims leggings right now. These leggings are fire. I'm not gonna lie to you, and they make your butt look good. And the Skims bra makes your titties
Oh my
look.
God, it is $4 billion.
Skims
Yep,
with a B.
with a B.
Yeezy taught me.
Damn, $4 billion. It's worth.
$4 billion with capital B.
That's the evaluation or this like set?
It's set for it with its net worth.
According
you
to
learn to put
Forbes.
them Jimmy
Is that
Choos
Is
on?
it according to Forbes?
Yep, Forbes.
Forbes is pretty accurate.
So
I'm not
that
gonna lie.
family has what, 3 billionaires now?
No, Kylie, Kim. Who else is a billionaire?
Kanye.
Yeah, but I wouldn't consider Kanye in the
Kanye's not
family.
part
Well, he's a part
He's
of
the
the
dad
family.
of the kids.
If we're talking
He's
about
a part of the family.
He's part of the family.
And is Kanye a billionaire?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
that's no.
Yes,
I
he-
feel like that's been
Well, they
No.
took it away
debunked.
from him after.
Well, they took it away, but
They
he
took it
was
away
a
from him,
billionaire.
They're taking
he
everything
was a
away.
certified billionaire, yeah.
Kanye?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think. I thought they debunked that.
Nope. he
No.
was.
No, he was, and then like when he started wilding, and then Adidas severed ties with him. It was part of the like
It didn't like
media
plummet,
thing to,
something like that. Or I don't know.
Oh, it dropped
yeah,
exponentially.
yeah. I mean, listen, Victoria's Secret is out. Yeah, I would say like between Skims, Savage, but I think Savage Fenty is more. People look at it more like when I'm getting like I for a certain occasion. Like, are you okay?
Stretching my neck.
Oh, you know when like you have we probably won't know because you're not women, but like when you have lingerie for a certain thing, like you want to save it for something. I feel like Fenty is more like when I want to get sexy or if I know I have something, you know, whatever like that. But I feel like Skims is more just like every day. Like the bras are good, the
Isn't
panties
it like
are good.
athletic wear type thing?
It's like athleisure, comfort,
that
sorta, but you can kind of get away with it being sexy in a way. Skims, I would call it.
Fellas, do lingerie still do anything for you?
It
That's a
never
very
has,
good
never
question.
did.
Really, never.
Wow.
That's nice. Take it off.
Are you
I promise you, I've never cared ever in my
Yeah.
life.
really?
No.
I have
Same-
a sense
same
of
with me.
appreciation.
Yeah.
Because I've been put onto the fact that it costs lots of money, so it's like, okay, you know, if these things cost money and you got it exclusively for this reason, I appreciate that, and that's nice.
I like to see the effort that you put in, but I'd rather see you naked, honestly.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but
Like y'all don't care at all?
I personally. don't.
Okay.
Like if you want to go out of your way, I will appreciate you, but at the end of the day, it's all gonna come off.
yeah, it will, but
Yeah.
you have an appreciation for it.
Like, it looks
Slightly.
nice, but in 30 seconds, I'm throwing this across the room. I'm not going to see it again.
Like let's be real. Are you gonna
That
keep
is
it
a
on the
valid
entire
point.
time? No.
No, but they have like lingerie where you can like remove the panties, but like keep the like you know when the ones that unclip.
Why?
I feel like it's just like adds like a little,
Duh.
zooms,
Jack
like a
does
little.
something more-
It adds like a little.
I
like a
hate-
little
I hate
zip.
I don't know what it's adding,
I don't
but
want to do
No?
work just to get you
Facts.
naked.
I hate
like, you know
extra
what I mean?
apparel. Like, I would rather just a smooth, naked body.
I hate the extendo.
I hate it. I
What
hate
do you
even
A smooth.
just
naked.
a smooth naked body. I don't even
Why does
like.
it have to be smooth? We buy smooth.
I don't
hate
even
them rough
like the.
naked
No, I don't even
I
like
hate
the
the
I
like.
don't like dry skin.
Nah, I don't even like.
No, sorry, go.
Well, I mean, I would hope
I know
your
what you
skin
mean.
is
It's so-
moisturized.
You don't like what?
I don't like nothing. I don't even like the like pull it to the side.
Oh, when you pull it to the
Like,
side. I think that's more for like quickies though. Like
Yeah,
or
like
like
that's-
if you're
yeah.
somewhere
That's
like that's kind of
contextual,
low
right?
key public or whatever, then you kind of pull it to the
Depends
side.
on
But
the situation.
even after you pull it to the side, eventually like yo, this is in the way. Like this is literally just
literally
in
in
the
the
way.
way.
You might as
Stopping
well
my
put that shit
flow.
to your ankles, bro. Like that's not gonna. pull
No,
to
you
the
can't
side
pull it
does
to your
not-
ankles. As a woman, you can't pull it to your ankles. It's either on to the side or it's off. Like to the ankles is not. It's not. It's not feasible.
I don't
Like,
even
it's
like
not.
to the ankles for myself. I don't have any like range of motion in
I
my
don't
legs.
even. Yo, you ever tried that and you realize like, oh fuck, I'm in one position, like you can't even fix
Yeah,
it.
you're stuck.
Interesting, but I saw someone tweet, and
It's
I'm
like
probably just like.
it's like trying to hop in a potato sack.
Yo, you're.
But like I said, you're not going to your ankles like in the comfort of your home. You're probably going to your ankles if it's a quickie somewhere. Maybe that's kind of
No,
like public.
sometimes that happens when it's just like you drop it, but it doesn't come all the way off, but you're starting already, so it's kind of stuck
you
there.
just, you
just
just
there.
don't take the extra second to just step out of it.
No, you don't want to
No.
ruin the flow. That happens.
Men are so stupid.
No, it is true.
And also getting back in your pants, like putting it feels
Yeah,
so
now like
weird.
my legs, like
Yeah,
Oh my
like,
God.
nah, man.
Do you
As long
think?
as one leg is free,
doing something else with my hands. And now my legs just
you
now
can do everything you need to do as long as one leg is out of there.
Do you think fully naked sex is too grown?
grown.
I saw
What do you
someone
mean
say
by
that
that?
like fully like when if you sex fully naked like it's a little bit too like it's too personal like it's too grown. It's
This
too,
sounds
What
this
the hell
sounds
does
like
that mean?
like do you have to kiss every time?
No,
you're
I
done?
agree. I agree. And it's of course just dumb Twitter. But I thought about that and I'm like, that won't lie. There was a point in my life where like when I was younger, like just starting in like my sexual career. Not
Career is
sexual
crazy.
I don't get paid.
I'm not in entry
I don't
position
get paid
anymore.
for sex. I mean my
I'm
sexual.
not a rookie anymore.
What's the word? Not career. What's the
You're
word?
a senior
Sexual,
administrative
not
role
life
now.
or
Jeez.
experience
Experience?
or journey. I don't know.
Just
Whatever.
say experience.
Early in my sexual life, I was always like self-conscious about being like fully naked because I was like, I don't know how everything is looking, like what it, you know. But as you get older, like I feel like to have sex with clothes on is just defeats the purpose of
I
the sex.
do think it is a younger thing.
Yeah.
Cause you even like it was even kind of like cool to not fully take off your clothes.
Who was it?
Yeah, as guys, I was never like a through the boxer or through the pants type
Through
of
the
guy.
boxer is so disrespectful.
But I know
think
certain
that's
I
people.
think it's
That's
so
crazy.
I
rude.
think that's crazy.
But I know certain people that looked at that as like cool.
Like just
It was a thing.
Just to
so
have
keep
sex with
the-
a
keep
woman.
all the
Chains
clothes
on.
on while doing it.
Not all, but like just having clothes on.
Why is it? What is the through the boxers thing? I generally don't understand it.
I think
don't
it's a
like
myth.
it.
I said before in previous episodes, it's a myth. No one is doing through the boxers stuff.
No,
That
I've
is not
heard.
crazy.
I've personally never experienced through the boxers.
Me neither.
But I know women who have, and I know men who have said that.
I
they've
also feel
just-
like that's probably a in public type of thing. Like the dudes that were getting head in the stairway at school were going through
Okay.
the boxers.
Okay,
They
that
I
weren't-
can believe
that
that,
would
yeah.
make
through
sense.
the boxers through the jeans zipper too.
Yeah.
That's diabolical. That is.
that was
I think
happening.
that's a very risky.
That was
Through
happening.
the jean zipper and through the boxer hole.
That was
Two
happening.
levels of holes.
That
I don't
was
like it.
happening.
2 levels of holes. Yep, there it is.
No, it's like,
Subtitle. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
I like that's kind of gross.
I agree.
Because then also like, if you're giving good oral sex, then there's a lot of saliva.
Yeah, but when
So
we
now
were
you
young,
just
who was
have,
really
like-
doing good anything
Like,
on both sides?
I mean,
This
I
is
guess.
why I like now that I'm older, I fully agree that like high schoolers should not be having sex.
I said this.
Because it's like
Yeah.
it's not gonna be good, and you're risking stuff. So
Yeah.
what's the point?
I disagree, honestly.
You disagree. You think
Let me
what?
Let me explain from my experience.
No, I'm
Let
gonna
me
be
let-
honest with
let
you.
me
I think
land,
high
let me-
schoolers should be fucking.
Yeah,
I
like,
think
this
it's their
is true.
prerogative.
Let me land
Trey,
the goddamn
that's hilarious.
plane.
Land the
Let me
plane.
Land the
bro.
plane.
Let's go.
Okay.
I think when you're in high school, like obviously a certain age, like grade 9, grade 10, you do not even touch that. But obviously when you're grade 11, grade 12, like there's things you're going to experience. I think it might be a little bit of learning lessons safety-wise to do it rather than
No.
going out in the street in college.
So you're saying
and risk-
bump your head?
Huh?
You're saying bump your head?
Safely.
I get where
Not
you're
with sex,
coming
man.
from,
Sex is a little
but
slippery slope.
no, I get where he's coming from, but it's kind of risky. But I get what he's saying, maybe in the sense of like, say you weren't educated on protection and you went. I know a lot of dudes where the first time they ever had sex, they went raw, but they were like younger. They weren't really educated on condoms, or they didn't have condoms or whatever. I feel like it's probably.
I was trying to think if I went raw the
I
first time.
feel
but
like
I didn't.
it's probably safer.
I did it. I promise. I swear to God. I had to think of. Oh, I thought about it, but I actually did it. The
I feel like
condoms were
it's.
used.
I feel like it's probably safer to make that mistake when you're younger because the risk is lower than if the first time you have sex is in college when people are already wilding, and that's the first time you have sex and you went raw. The odds are you have a way higher chance of catching something.
Thank you.
I feel like regardless, it's high.
But I
man.
still don't think you should.
I think a lot of things that happen to young boys sexually, like that they try and pass off as like kind of cool and stuff, can really sort of derail them for their development when they're older. Like boys that are like with older women, like you know, like with teachers and stuff like that or whatever. Like
Or
it
athletes.
it gets looked at as so cool or whatever if you're like a preteen or like God forbid in the single digits doing like sexual stuff. Like later on as adults, that really can have some deep impairment on you.
Do you think that parents need to be more involved in their children's sex? This sounds crazy to say children's sex life, but like teenagers' sex lives. Like
I don't know how
think
involved you could really be, but
I won't lie. I think me as a mom, like I'm
what
gonna
do you mean
be
by that? Like providing
like,
safety tips? And
Yeah,
stuff?
like I want like. Are you having sex? Who are you having sex with? Don't be having
It's-
sex. All that. Like my mom didn't really, and I talked about my mom didn't really give me that conversation. I wasn't fucking early, but I'm just saying. Like I feel like parents need to be more not overly involved, but have more of a
An in-depth
It seems
conversation.
like a slippery
Yeah.
slope though, because it's like if as a parent and you're trying to like insert yourself in that aspect of their life, and it can be you could probably get a lot of pushback. Like what kid is going to want to have these open type of conversations with their parents? And then I almost feel like that tension and resistance of like a parent being very on top of those things can be one of the catalysts to making a kid like be rebellious and trying to like.
yeah,
I
it's
see
tough.
it. We have my little cousin. He's like
in a
16.
general sense, I don't mean that as like a general rule of thumb.
Yeah.
like, not like that can happen. I don't
Because
mean that's
generally parents are like trying to make you avoid stuff, not encouraging you to do things that are within the realm of like sexuality or like even drugs. They're trying to steer you away from it.
But in doing that too much, you can like
Push them towards it.
Yeah, is kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I would necessarily steer my children away from it, but I want an open dialogue. Like if my child is having sex or when they're a teenager, like I want to know. Like
Yeah.
that needs to be open.
I'd want my kid to feel that like if no matter what happened, like if it's the worst case scenario where it's like you're worried and you got to get tested or something like that, or you feel like this girl that you've been with, like Mr. Period, and you're worried you're about to like, you can communicate that with me. Like I'm on your side. You don't need to feel like you need to be by yourself going through that. And I think a lot of parents will be very, don't fucking get a girl pregnant, don't do this. And then like they get put in that situation. They're so scared to tell their parents, so then it's like they don't have anybody in their corner when that happens. So talking about it as someone that doesn't have kids sounds like very, I
know,
could
for
only
sure,
imagine
yeah.
how difficult
Agree.
navigating
Yeah, we're
that-
talking
that
from looking from
relationship.
the outside in, which we have no experience. But I would hope that would be my experience whenever I have kids.
I think it's an immigrant parent thing too, because I don't really know anyone whose parents actually gave them the talk.
I know some immigrant, like,
I don't
families
I don't
that
think so.
that
The
try.
most that you might get is don't bring home no babies. Like you're not getting an
Yeah.
actual sex talk.
Well, I mean,
My
now-
mom, I didn't have no talk ever.
Like
I think the first time anything ever was said, I brought it up to my mom, and I was like in my 20s.
Oh.
And I was like, yo, just so you know, like, I'm not a virgin. My mom was like, did you use protection? I was like, yeah. And that was it.
And then she said, okay.
That was it.
Damn.
And I think she, like, gave me condoms, like, once. She, like, left condoms, like, on my bed. Never said anything about it ever. I never brought it up, and that was it.
No.
For my whole life, that was it.
I think my mom's going to sit down and be like, okay, like, are you having sex? Like, who is she?
But
How
you're not
old
gonna
is
buy
she?
the condoms.
I would buy the condoms.
Okay.
But, like, I'd rather you use the condoms than, you know, go and raw and get something or get a girl pregnant. But, like, I would ask questions like, okay, when did you have sex? Like, who was this girl? How old is she? When the situation happened, were you comfortable?
Are you gonna want to talk to that kid's parents?
No.
And I think this is like when
No.
parents start doing things like that. That
No,
is when you're
that's
starting
where
to
we
steer
start-
your
yeah,
kid
yeah,
away
yeah.
and make them
No. I don't need to know her
rebellious.
parents, but like I want to protect my son or my daughter. So even like, yeah, like when did this? And like a lot of people they're young and have sex with older, like lose it to men or who are older than them.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of young boys who lost their virginity as teenagers, but the girls were older, and vice versa.
And those
And y'all are victims.
And this is what I'm saying. And then they have developmental problems later on or intimacy problems later on. And it's like, why am I like this? Man, you were fucking at 8, 9 years old, and that kind of messed you
Or
up.
you were 15 and she was 19. Like that's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
a little
yes,
bit too
yes.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. No. So if my 15-year-old is having sex with a 19-year-old, we have a problem, a serious problem, and I'll fight her. But kidding, not kidding. But anyways,
I feel that. I know what you mean.
and then I think now we're seeing a trend, which I think we talked about before, but like now, what's his name? CJ Stroud was seen leaving
Amber?
the celebrity softball game or something like that, a celebrity game with Amber Rose.
Was he?
Yes, it's
I didn't know
all
about this.
over Twitter. Yeah, he literally like walks out with Amber Rose and like they get into his car and like leave. Which I mean, yes, we could be assuming, but I mean, also, what is Amber Rose doing with CJ Stroud?
I
You know
saw
what I mean?
way more discourse than I thought I would about that whole thing.
I think it's more we're just seeing a trend like Jalen Green and Drea, and then you have Jaylen Brown and Bernice Burgos.
Oh, I
Then
didn't
you
know that
have
was a-
LaMelo
LaMelo,
Ball and
Anna
Anna
Montana.
Montana. Like there's trends with these very young, like like CJ Stroud is what, 21, 22?
Is that how young he is?
Yes, he's a baby.
That's where he's a rookie, isn't he?
Yes,
Or
it was his rookie year with
He
the
was
Houston.
in the celebrity game.
For people who don't
hooping,
know,
man.
CJ Stroud is a rookie quarterback for the Houston Texans,
Texans, right?
in the NFL. He's literally, Google it. I'm almost positive he's 22.
That's-
So he's literally a baby.
How old's
And
Amber Rose?
Not Drea. Amber Rose is 40. And I feel like there's two sides. There's the side where
Wrong one.
these young boys, you know, they have money now, there's a lifestyle, whatever.
You want the girls,
And
you
now
were
they
never
want
able to
the
get.
girls that they used to thirst over,
That's
right?
exactly what
like
it is.
Amber
They're living
Rose,
out childhood dreams.
right? Amber Rose, he's 22, right? And Amber Rose is 40. Amber Rose, Drea, Anna Montana, Bernice Burgos, like they're all older, but they've been like that sexy,
They've been around
centerfold type, you know, social media men, you know,
Yeah, I
used
know what
to
you're talking about.
gawk and
They're
still
different.
do gawk over them. So I feel like now these young boys spent their lives on Instagram gawking over these big booty IG girls and then get to a place where like, yo, I'm in their circles. Now it's time to smash. Like, but my thing is like, yo, my son is like, if I'm my son is, that's not guanin. That is not,
But
cut
there's
that.
nothing you could do when a man's
You're telling your
20.
son that's
Try
worth
me.
$200 million.
Try
right?
me.
At 20, there's nothing. Maybe at 17
No,
you can. At
I don't
20,
care.
This
there's
is an
I
adult
nothing
don't
worth
care.
hundreds of millions of dollars.
Me
that
and
you're
Amber
telling-
Rose could go toe to toe.
He doesn't live in your house anymore.
I
There's
don't
nothing
care.
you can
I
do.
don't care. My child is my old. Listen.
See, but my thing with that is, as the dude, it's like, I understand, okay, you had her poster on your wall when you were 12. Now you're around her, you want to, you know, get a slice of cake. Cool. I'm not buying the recipe, you know? Like, I'm going
What
to
do you
eat the
mean?
slice of cake.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say that it tastes good, and I'm out. I'm not
Yeah,
buying
you're not
the
preheating
recipe.
the oven, you're
yeah,
not
I'm not
mixing it
buying the
all.
recipe
Okay,
to this
okay,
cake.
okay.
That makes
And you're
absolutely
not
no
baking it
sense to
yourself.
me.
You're taking a sample, then leaving.
Yeah, that makes no sense. I might eat this cake every day for a couple months, but I'm not taking this cake home
They want to eat it
making
every
recipe.
day.
Nah, bro.
They want to eat it every day. They want to make it again. They want to bake it, make
This is
it
the
again.
only cake I wanna
have
be
it in the
with.
house forever.
That makes
like,
no sense
That's
to me.
crazy. I don't see it. And my thing is like Amber Rose already has two children. One with Khalifa, one with someone else. She's 2 boys. She's 40. Not to say that she's been around, but you know she's an older woman. She's been in the game for a while. She's also been in the public eye for a while. Like, what do you want with my 20? Like, you'd have to see me. What do you want with my 22-year-old son? What?
She only has one.
No, she has 2 sons.
She has one with Wiz.
She has one with Wiz, and then who's older,
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She has one with.
and one with I don't know who her other baby daddy is. But regardless, what do you want with my 20? And if my son doesn't want to talk, okay, cool. I'm gonna go to her. What do you want with my child?
But how are you gonna go to her?
I'll figure it out. You know who I am? I will figure it out. If
What,
my
you gonna
son,
DM her on Instagram?
if my son is in the NBA, I'll catch her at a game. I'll catch her in the. I'll catch her something. You think
Catching her courtside is hilarious.
if I was Jalen Green's mom, I'm at
You're coming to Dre.
the
as a
Atlanta
woman.
Hawks game, and I'm looking at Dre like, yo, what's happening? Like, what do you want my son for real?
Yeah, but even when you leave the arena, what's stopping him from going back to the hotel with the same woman? Like,
Yo, listen.
Yeah.
What do you want with my son? Period. Like, I don't get it. Like, period. Like, come on. Is it not weird? It's weird. It's weird.
And I feel like those girls, if I was in that position, it's like, I know what's going on here. We could have a mutual exchange, but I'm not signing a mortgage. Like, we could do
Yeah.
what we're doing, and that's it. Because I know what you guys are on. I've seen you for 15 years.
do you think like the girls know what they're doing, especially like for
Of
some
course.
Of course.
like with Brittany Renner and that
Yes,
situation?
they know what they're doing.
Of course, these girls, like it was referred to on the JVP, these girls are snipers. They're professional snipers. They're not
Navy
new to this. They
SEAls.
know how the game
Marksman.
goes.
Mark's woman.
You don't think that they possibly just like found someone that they might potentially find a life partner in?
You can, but
What
I
do
feel
y'all
like
got in
it's
common, man?
You can, but I feel like it's very convenient
rare.
that every one of your life partners is up. Crazy. That's very convenient.
Every one of your life partners just signed a max contract in the NBA. Yeah, okay.
It's a little bit. It's
No, that's
weird.
funny. I'm just
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's weird.
But
It
I
is
also get it where these seasoned veterans, because they know the rules of the game, they're going to play within the rules of the game. You take a chance finding a new, green, beautiful girl from Wichita, Kansas, because you don't know if she's a live wire. You don't know if she's going to post a picture of you in bed sleeping. You don't know if she's going to blast your texts. You don't know if she's going to try to do this and that and try to get money out of you. So I get why they date the same 10 girls, because of safety.
Because they
but
know
I
the girls
personally-
know what it is.
Yeah, but I personally wouldn't.
And those kids that are in college that are about to be on that stage are just itching to be with one of those
They're waiting.
in rotation type
Is
women.
there, like I said, there's no more women out there like them? They have access to so many women. Y'all telling me you can't find, like, I don't know. Wasn't CJ Stroud just praising a God?
I mean,
Can't you, like, was he? Not to say Amber Rose is not godly, but we're like,
he's
I don't
also
know.
a young black quarterback. Let him do what he wants.
Yeah,
learn.
but that's why it's even scarier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's gotta
That's why
learn.
it's even scarier.
Because if you reversal man it, if you saw Denzel Washington walking around with Sky Jackson, you'd be like, this is very creepy.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Wait,
such a
that's a
crazy
very
parry.
that's a very bigger gap though. Denzel Washington's like
70.
70, and
yeah,
Sky
he
Jackson's
is.
like 20. That's like a 50-year gap.
Okay,
That's
who's
scary.
like who's 40?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Anthony
Actually,
Anderson.
that's a good one. Leonardo,
But he's been called out for being weird.
he's
He
he's kinda wild.
Isn't there like a
He's
thing where
kinda
like he
wild.
dumps his girlfriends as soon as they go over 25?
Yep, that's
That's
true.
funny.
Like it's like literally a pattern. Like they've literally went through a list of all of his girlfriends and when they broke up, and it's right after she turns 25.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but no one talks about that as seriously. They just make it a joke at the.
I think it's
Oscars.
disgusting. I think
it's
it's
weird.
gross. But I mean, yeah, something is weird. Something in the industry is just very weird. And we saw it with, CJ Stroud and what's her name? Amber Rose. And now who's the guy from Hot Ones?
Sean
Who
Sean
was-
Evans.
Okay, he was allegedly he was dating a adult film star who was, I guess, known in the adult film industry because people recognize her.
Mm-hmm.
And then the news broke that they were allegedly in a relationship, right?
Melissa Stratton.
Melissa what?
Stratton.
Okay, Melissa. I don't know.
Do you have to beep that? Oh.
I don't know. It's just her name.
Okay.
It's a name.
I don't know
don't
adult
know if
film
it's a popular
stars
name.
by name. So whatever. Her name is. They news broke, I think, from TMZ that they were official. They were in a relationship. Blah blah blah. Adam Psycho 22 decides to tweet. Like, he quote tweets the news breaking. He's like, oh my God, congratulations, Sean. Her pussy's fire. And you already know how men are. I know men's egos, and even
This
me.
day, it's the worst day. That's Stephen A. Smith started playing in Sean Evans' head.
When the news broke, Adam 22 said that. Then 24 hours later, news broke that they had officially broken up. I think that certain. How do
I also
How do I
want to
word
say
this?
that I feel like this is another one of those a lie is more entertaining than the truth situations.
You think it has no
because we don't know
cor-
if this timeline is actually true, but let's say it is.
Okay, but hold on.
because we
You're
don't
right,
know
it could.
we don't know if they weren't already broken up and people just didn't take it in until that day.
But they were at the Super Bowl together.
Yeah.
They, act like they were holding hands. They were taking pictures together. And the Super Bowl was only what? Last week? 2 weeks ago ish. So like, if we're at the Super, and she says in the art or a source or whatever says like, yeah, like they were good at the Super Bowl. They were together.
And we
then-
don't know if this is the reason why. It's just a good
Yeah, for sure.
story.
But do you like? But also, if you are in, but yeah, play both sides. If you're in his position, one, you know what you're like. You know what you signed up for. If you know you're dating an adult film star, you know that.
Yeah, I don't think that if I know I'm dating a P star, I don't think the Adam 22 tweet is what's gonna take it over the edge.
You don't think
'cause
so?
It seemed like that was the straw.
I don't.
It
think
did.
so.
I mean, just for entertainment purposes,
Yeah,
it did.
from a timeline,
Him
like what
knowing
we
that
saw.
she smashed Adam 22 is probably the reason.
But my thing is, how would you not know that already?
Oh, what do you mean?
How would you not know that already?
Well,
How would you? I mean,
swear-
unless you saw it
I-
or unless
didn't
she
the
told
girl
you,
make a
how would
tweet?
you know? I wouldn't know.
I think the woman made a tweet saying like responding to one of the articles saying like, oh, they've broken up, and then she was like, well, maybe you shouldn't date someone if you actually don't like corn.
And if
so apparently
if,
she's kind of painting it as like, oh, he really is like against that type of industry. So
and
why
I
would you get with a girl
assume
that's, like,
that
Right.
Adam 22, if he smashed her, they did it like on camera, so it was probably researchable. So if you didn't know that, you just did bad Googles.
But are you gonna search every single name of a man who could have possibly had sex with your girlfriend, who's a corn star?
The internet, it's not that hard to get a directory. You just search her name, and they're all gonna show up.
Oh God.
It's not wrong.
They're
That's
all gonna show up.
so. Do you? And I think
And if I'm dating a corn star, I'm asking her, do I know anybody that you have smashed? I'm doing that for girls that aren't a corn star. I'm doing that regularly. So if I'm dating a corn star, of course I'm doing that. I don't care about body counts. Do I know people that you've smashed? That is my thing.
okay, fair.
I've always said proximity is the thing. Yeah.
Fair. But I think, and this might sound insensitive, but hey, I think just the way that people are naturally, whether you're a man or woman, I feel like there's certain careers that should stick in their careers in dating.
Stick to the stuff
like
you know.
doctors dating doctors. That's a thing because, doctors and their schedules. Someone who is not a doctor, if your husband has to work or your wife has to work Christmas Day or, they get called, they have to leave, like stuff like that doesn't work for people. That's why they say, like, even my cousin's a doctor. Like, doctors date doctors a lot of the time just because they understand the schedules. They can,
I like the weird pairings.
Yeah.
Like nurses and police officers seem to work, I think.
Do they? Oh,
I don't know.
know.
I feel like that's like a tropey couple occupation matchup.
But
Anyways, continue.
regardless, yeah. So I think the same thing should go that adult film stars should probably date adult film stars.
I agree.
Because then, you don't run into stuff like this. I personally could never date an adult film star. Hell to the no. No. Like, hell no. Not even close. I couldn't even, no. I don't think I even date a man who had, like, an OnlyFans. Like, it was just like, hell no.
Could you date a pole dancer?
A male pole dancer?
Yeah,
Like what, like a Magic Mike?
I guess so. Yeah.
No.
Could
No,
you?
absolutely not.
Could you?
No, I can't date Magic Mike. Even if you had a dick pic that circulated, I don't even know if I could like.
Yo, what if he was like a?
No, this is so hypocritical.
Is it?
Yo, it
Because
is.
you would never say, if I came to you and I'm like, yo, Zoe, I really like this girl. She's amazing, but her news got leaked, so I don't really know if I want to date her. You'd be like, you're a terrible person.
You would.
I
You
don't
would,
think
yes, you would, yes, you would, yes, you would, yes, you would. You would say that I'm a terrible person.
Okay. Hold on. Let me rephrase.
Reversal man in the bag.
I think, right?
Do you mean a voluntary dick pic? Like I
Yes,
put
okay,
it
yeah.
online?
Like I think I couldn't date a guy. Like there's some men. I'm gonna keep this. Try to. There's some men in this city.
Jafina is FaceTiming me.
Are you gonna answer on the show? Okay.
Jafina, you are now live on the Relentless Diaries podcast.
Hi, Relentless Diaries podcast. Okay, Trezzy, call me later. I'll see you later.
I don't know. We'll see. Bye.
Oh my God!
I don't.
This guy said, "Oh, not
sounded
going
like-
into your event."
sounded like
Sorry.
it was an important call
It's
that
so
she-
big.
No,
Like,
we're
okay,
talking
we
about
can't have this on the air.
there's a party later, and I just
Yeah.
don't know if I want to go or not yet. And
We
she's
talked
trying to
about this
convince me.
before.
That's all.
Before
Before you guys get any ideas,
No, I didn't have any ideas. I knew what you were talking
I'm
about.
talking
Oh, you
about
talking
the
about. Oh,
public.
okay. Anyways,
because they don't know the context.
fair. What was I saying again?
The dick pic.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. There's some men,
Pause.
which I won't. There's some men in the city who are known in the woman community of being very frivolous with their dick pics.
Damn.
I'm not gonna say. Obviously, I'm not gonna say no names.
Put a name on that bullet.
But there are
Pause.
men.
I don't want to know.
There are men in this city, a few men that I can think of top of my head,
Wow.
who have been very open to sharing dick pics easily. I don't want that type of man. If you have sent your dick pic to like 15, 20 girls
What's
in the
the
city.
so? What's the cutoff?
What?
The number.
How many girls?
How many pics? How many
How
is
many
too
dick
much?
pics are you
Yeah,
allowed
let's hear this
before?
number.
I mean,
5.
I think if it's like, if someone says your name and girls go, I'm sick. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't. If I'm in a group of girls, like we're in like, I don't know, like say it's girls night, whatever, and someone's like, oh, like, blah, blah, or Tresor, and girls like,
It happens like that. That's so funny.
That's happened before multiple times.
But what
multiple
if-
times.
What if that's not my doing? What if I sent it to one girl and she showed everyone else?
That's
so she
possible.
sent it.
That
to
is possible, you're right. But once conversation starts happening, it's like, yo, it's like, oh no, I got it, and then I got it, and then yeah. And that there are guys in the city who do that.
That's bad.
Who do that.
That's
So you're
bad.
telling me
That is
that
bad.
if you're talking to your girl before you wife or whatever, and you say, oh yeah, by the way, me and whatever are talking, and all the niggas go, yeah, like, oh, and all of a sudden you realize that she sent coochie take pics.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
Oh
I'm
my
sick.
god. Yeah, I'd be
Have
sick.
a little discernment,
I'd
people.
be sick. I'd be sick.
I'd be sick.
Yeah, and
that's
don't get me
very
wrong.
real,
Listen,
too.
sometimes nudes get sent. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, everyone's sent a sexy picture before. But you can't just be bopping them to every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Yeah,
It can't
that's
go
tough.
on, yo.
That's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, Freddie
One,
Gibbs needs
because
to
you
learn.
don't know. I'm not saying, like, I've sent sexy pictures before. But when me and that man have built some type of rapport and relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't hand them out like trade, like Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
Because then you don't know who this man is sharing it to. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be people.
Nudes
You
aren't,
don't know
yeah.
who girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yu-Gi-Oh
Like,
cards, yeah.
it's sticky out there.
It is.
Can't
And
catch 'em
then
all.
the fact that I know that you sent your penis pic to 20 girls in the city who I just know, then I'm questioning your discernment. Like, what are you doing, brother? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's
now I'm
bad.
kind of questioning your character a little bit.
I think
And
dick
it's
pics
like,
is,
what?
is a crazy concept to begin with. So if there's a
You
list.
guys were talking about that on the episode when I wasn't here. I remember you guys were talking about, and they said how they've never sent.
Oh, yeah.
anything
Have
and
you
stuff
sent
like
one?
that.
You've definitely sent one.
First of all, what's with the definitely?
Because there's
sent?
no way. You sent one, right? Did you
Yes,
say?
I
Yeah.
have.
Okay.
He
So
said
you,
freaky
yeah.
boy.
I have.
Freaky. Freaky
Yo,
boy.
I have.
train.
I'm not gonna act like I've never done it. I don't like it. It's not like my bag. It's definitely not something that I do often at all. But I have done it before. Yes,
Okay.
I'll say that.
To me,
yes.
yeah, I feel like just, yeah, a lot of men do it.
But I think it's
With your face in it?
no.
Oh,
no.
okay.
I don't
I've
know.
gotten face in, and I'm like,
That's
that's
crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot of trust. I don't think I
Yeah.
have maybe one, but it was like thing of my. Actually, no, I don't think I actually have. Maybe it was just for me. I don't think I've ever sent one with my face in it. Yeah, I have to like
Face
really,
is
Face is
crazy.
insane.
like really trust to have my face.
Even,
Yeah, that's
even
wild.
if I trust you, I'm not putting my face in
Yeah.
it.
You would
same.
send it with like to your girl.
No, with my face in it, no.
Really?
My-
Not even
with
to
my-
your girl?
With my girl, come over and see my face. I'm not just send it to you.
But what if she's like away?
No, see, but my thing
I'm
is,
sending you my thing, not my face.
my thing is
What am I doing?
the main reason why I don't even like to do it in general is not even necessarily the other person. It's the variables that can happen in between.
Like you getting hacked?
It's not that I don't trust you. What if, my phone gets hacked? What if your phone gets hacked? What if you lose your phone? What if one of your friends sees your phone open and sends it to themselves?
So,
What
so
stuff
if your
like
phone
that.
gets hacked,
Ah, you
are
have to be crazy to do that.
What?
If
That happens. That
no,
happens.
Tresor.
That happens.
If I, for example, like say I'm with Cam, and Cam's phone is open, and I see a dick pic in it, to take my friend's phone and send a
Some people are bad.
No, that's crazy.
That's that's
That's
very.
insane.
I've never even heard of that.
that's insane.
That's why I don't even like I don't keep people's nudes on my phone because I don't want there to be a slip.
Yeah, I don't think I have any. No, I definitely don't.
Someone
have
hacks
any.
your phone. Are you more concerned about big industry reference tracks being leaked or nudes getting leaked?
No, definitely
What's a
reference.
bigger
Definitely
concern?
reference tracks. I don't have like nudes on my phone.
I don't have nudes on my phone either. But do you? So,
Me neither.
would you get in trouble if like your phone got hacked and like a song got?
It depends on the song. Yeah,
Damn.
you definitely would because
So I'll
like
just keep it on your computer then.
you need to have
can hack
access
that
to
too.
it. They can hack that too, but you
yeah,
need
you're
to
right.
have access to it. Like if I'm going somewhere and I need to play something, it has to be on
That's
my
why certain
phone.
artists, when they're working together, it's like they're
A lot
handing
of people-
USBs off to each other. They're
Yeah.
under lock and key. They're in briefcases that only
And
two
it
people
even
know
takes
the codes to.
it even takes a while to get to the point where people trust you to send that to you. Because at the beginning, like when I was just meeting people didn't want to send stuff. They would call you on FaceTime and play it over FaceTime. So it does get tough because I get it. Like if I have a song I'm just gonna pick a random person. Let's say it's Kanye. Let's say I have a Kanye beat on my phone. If that leaks, do you know how much money could potentially just be lost?
And it's like your foot in the door is no longer there.
Because say that beat was for Jay-Z and now Jay-Z doesn't do that song. That whole rollout,
It's a chain
all the
of
money
events,
that's
so-
like,
Gone.
that's gone. So that's tough.
Interesting. I didn't really think about it like that, but I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. People who like actively hack phones for that, like, who,
It's so
like, why
weird.
would you hack a phone?
Well, I don't know.
Like,
Think about if you hear that Jay-Z and Kanye are working on an album together and Watch the Throne is about to be the craziest thing ever. Like, leak culture is at an all-time high too, right? Snippets and things like that. Like, people live for that. So if you are the person that has the exclusive Kanye snippet for the thing that's being anticipated that everybody wants to hear, or the Playboy Cardi snippet, we know how much the Gen Zers love him. Like, that can be a huge drop. That can be a huge, people sell those things
Facts.
too,
But
right?
this
Like, you
is-
can sell it to a blog. It's like TMZ selling
Yeah.
photos of celebrities.
But that is also, the hack stuff is also a reason why I never have and never will use iCloud. I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
Oh yeah, you're good then.
Oh,
How
wow.
could someone
It's
hack
the
you if
most
you're not using
ridiculous thing in the. Why would anyone ever use iCloud?
Oh, I use iCloud.
iCloud is so hackable.
It is.
And that's why I don't link things. Like my messages from my phone aren't popping up on my computer. I'm not doing that
Nah,
either.
I stopped doing
So,
that too.
some
It's too
things I get
risky.
very skeptical about how they leak. Like you remember when the whole D'Angelo Russell thing happened with Nick Young? It's like
And
who-
the text messages leaks?
No,
Or
the
was it-
video of him. Remember when he was talking about cheating on Iggy Azalea?
Oh, was it a video?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
It's like, how is that getting like who is just trying to hack D'Angelo Russell's shit? I don't know. It's just
See, but I feel
some
like
of it
something
seems
like
very-
that, I don't think it's a hack leak. I think it's probably like him sending it to one of his homies like, yo, look at this, laughing about it, and them like,
the homie.
yeah.
Someone in
I don't
his
think
circle
it,
is just a bad friend.
Yeah, that
or
happens a lot.
some people are very just like,
For something
Didn't
that
Ruby
damning,
Rose's close friends get leaked? When
yeah,
like
talking
people,
about Nicki.
sometimes you just
Sometimes people just are just
my
foolish.
close friends got leaked, not in a bad way, but like I was
You were
talking.
talking shit about someone?
Yeah. When Twitter had close friends, I was talking shit about someone and apparently got back to me. I said, word, there's ops in here?
That's
There's
crazy.
ops in here?
That's
Without saying
bad.
names, like, is there anybody in your friend group that you're kind of like, you're the type to do that?
No.
That would be bad.
My
if
close
you-
friend
if
group,
you
no,
knew.
no,
Did you figure out who the mole was?
I had an idea. And don't get me wrong, like sometimes, and that's why I started treating close friends like actual close friends. Because before I was like, oh yeah, you and I are cool, it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then I was like, yeah, actually, maybe we're not. Maybe we're actually not that cool.
I hear that.
And I definitely cut down my close friends list on both Instagram. And, I mean, I don't go crazy anymore. Like, and there's no more close friends on Twitter. But, I mean, even my close friends on Instagram, like, I'm not posting anything nuts on there. Like, maybe just an inappropriate joke that I want my coworkers to see. But,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, I don't be wilding.
Yeah, my close friends, there's nothing crazy on it. It's just like stuff that I don't want all of my followers
Yeah.
to see. It's mainly just jokes.
Or like if I screenshot a
You be posting
conversation.
those references on there.
yeah, but like
I didn't
not
know
like
that.
actual I don't post. See, the thing is, I'll post stuff that like I can post, like stuff that
Yeah.
I'm writing. But like I would never post something that I'm sending to
Yeah,
someone
okay, maybe
else.
they're
Yeah,
not
that's
references,
OG.
but
you
you'll
know?
post like music snippets.
Yeah,
on
I'll
yours,
post
and
stuff
it's probably
like that.
yours
I
and
don't
stuff.
care about stuff like that. But
I don't
anything
really-
serious, I would never.
I don't utilize the close friends at all.
Really?
Well, I don't post much on any social.
Yeah, I
media
feel like you're not
platform,
even
so-
like on social media. I feel like you're like very much like a lurker. Like you just look at shit and like you know what's going on, but like you're not active.
I'm like I feel like the older I get, the less and less I'm like lurking, or even like social media is becoming less of a.
I would be honest, if this wasn't required for my work, I would be off social media completely.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't find anything amusing about it anymore, just besides work.
Sometimes I like find the odd. Like I'm like, okay, this
I
is
watch a
funny,
lot
whatever.
more videos than I scroll on like Twitter or Instagram. Like I'll be watching something or have something in the background playing or something more than I scroll.
Yeah, I feel like I find myself posting less like story. Like I used to post like stories when I'm out all the time. Now I just like have no desire to post.
You're not documenting your
No.
ongoings as much.
No, not at all.
feel
And I
that.
used to do that a lot. Like that was my thing. Like I used to
Me
go
too.
out, post the dinner, post the club. Now I'm just kind of like what am I like? Do
Yeah.
y'all even really care that I'm eating steak right now? You know what I mean? Like I just don't.
Or I used to have a thing where it's like I wanted my stories to be very like live. Like this is what I'm doing right
Yeah, yeah.
now. But now I don't really do that no more. Like if I post something on my story, this could literally be from like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Or like I post it a little bit
You're
later.
lot more active though.
Yeah. But even that, like I'm posting stuff that happened like 5 hours ago.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I feel like it's just I feel like it's a point like why is this actually like important to post like right now?
You think
And do
it's
people
invasive?
actually care? Huh?
Do you think it's invasive sometimes?
To post things in the moment?
No, as in like because you and Tresor have a lot of following and like more stuff that you post, like more people would see rather than others. Do you think like some eyes are just kind of like, why do you want to see this kind of thing?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I have to like if you don't care, then like why? Like if I feel like it's not that important. But I mean, I feel like I post for me too, but I just haven't had like the inkling or like the desire to like share my dinner plates anymore. Or like, it's just
They say that though, that people are just refraining from posting personal stuff more in general.
I agree with
People
that.
aren't documenting their ongoings.
Yeah.
Like the way that Instagram used to have like your personal account, like you used to post and keep it up to date, and like like it's not like big milestone. People, it's like a highlight reel resume type thing at this point, right? Like people aren't just, I don't know.
And everyone has podcasts now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the podcast.
people use that. And I saw this clip, speaking of, ironically, Twitter and social media. I saw this clip on Twitter, and it was like, once again, male podcasts are just terrible podcasts, usually, when it's 2 men or 3 men speaking. More than one man. Actually,
Yeah.
more than one man without the presence of a woman is usually like
Slippery slope.
terrible conversations you're having had.
Go ahead.
It goes the same the other way.
We can talk about both sides.
Yes.
But regardless, I saw a clip from this. I don't know what the podcast name was, but he was talking about, like, I guess the podcast host and the guests, I don't know what their names are. He was talking about, I guess, just like him being married and I guess slipping up in the marriage, as in cheating. And then the podcast host asked him, well, how many kids do you have? And he was like, 2 by my wife. And he was like, well, why did you say it like that? Like, why did you have to emphasize that it was by your wife? And he was like, oh, because I have another one. And he's like, well, how old's your other kid? He's like, 2. And him and his wife been married for 7 years. And he was like, okay, so obviously you stepped out, got another girl pregnant in the last 7 years, and you haven't been married after you already have your 2 kids. He was like, yeah. And then they were talking about, like, well, like, how did you, like, you know, like, obviously you guys are still together. She forgave you, blah, blah, blah. Like, how did you work through that? This guy said that, you know, he went through this thing where he texted her every day. And his thing is blue hearts. So he texted her every day. He'd be like, oh, like, I love you, babe. Good morning, blue heart. And then he realized, oh, I'm just going to keep sending her hearts every day to show her. And every day I'm going to add on another heart. So there's a heart streak. And now he's at 21 days. And he feels that's a lot of days to send hearts to make up for the cheating.
I almost want the audio. Like, it's very...
So he's stacking the hearts like Maul's money bags?
Basically.
Hold on. And just, he cheated on her.
Yes.
And this is how he's, like, getting back in her
These
good
are just,
graces, is by
ways. This is
sending
one of the
blue
ways
hearts.
that, like, he shows her appreciation.
And he's kind of
love.
saying, like, it's working, pretty much. That's more or less what he's saying.
Like,
I guess.
how?
Like, what the fuck is this?
Where our generation's cooked.
You know, we used to build pyramids and shit. Like,
We're
as a
cooked.
society, we used to be so much more...
My thing is, like,
We are cooked.
if you cheat on me, we're done. If you cheat on me, have a baby, we are so done. But it's like, I just don't understand why, like, out of all things that you could possibly do, or, you know, not even like therapy or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, something productive that's going to help you build that trust. You just want to send an additional heart every day to build, like, what, like a heart Snapchat score in text?
You know...
So every day you add a heart to the I love you to show that when you get to day 40, there's 40 hearts in her text messages.
Does she reply to them?
I don't know.
Me and Tresor are always kind of going to bat about, oh, like, you shouldn't, men with podcast mics, you need to ban them. Like, this is one of those moments, I think. That is, I haven't seen the clip, but if dude's pretty much saying that he was cheating on Shorty and the way that he's fixed it is by sending blue hearts 21 days in a row, that is, usually I appreciate audacity with, like, crazy takes and stuff like that, but this is just, throw the dating pool in rice.
Our generation is cooked.
Or that's not even dating. That's just one really unique bad perspective. I hope unique. I hope there isn't other guys that are repairing cheating with blue hearts. I hope that isn't gonna spark a chain of that. I don't know.
I'm sure there are men who
crazy.
are trying to repair cheating
That's all you gotta do. Blue hearts. Like,
with blue hearts or terrible bouquets or maybe gifts, like maybe like really expensive. There's men know who they're dealing with. So I mean, one thing I believe is that a man knows who he's dealing with. So a man knows how much he needs to do in order to get back into your good graces.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
But every girl has like a...
Like, I feel like certain men, if you know your girl is like a hard, like, very, like, listen, like, I don't play, and you cheat on her, I feel like you're gonna know that, like, yo, no matter what this is, like, you prepare yourself, like, this is dead.
Yeah.
Like, she is not likely, maybe, not gonna take me back. Some men know, like, like, G Herbo. Like, how many times can you cheat on Tina and
A Boogie.
G Herbo, A, but you know what I'm saying?
Tristan
Like,
Thompson.
yeah, like it's like, you know, at the end of the
They
day,
know
like
the weaknesses.
you know,
It's right. You know what? And that's not
You
fair to call
know.
that weakness. That's like preying on like a bet. That's just
yeah,
gay
like
shit.
men know
It's
who
not fair to say.
who to play with. Women know who to play with too.
I agree.
Yeah.
Women
yeah,
know
yes,
when they
yeah.
can get certain stuff off a guy. 'Cause yeah, he's not gonna do nothing.
I
or,
used
you know,
to be
he's
played with a bull. Pause.
played with a bull. What?
I know.
Used to be played with a bull?
Yeah. What do you?
It's not a
What's
word.
what's
What do you mean a
different?
bull?
Play with the bull.
Oh, play. I think meant bull as in like, like.
Play
Okay.
with a bull.
I heard play with a bull, like.
No.
Okay, got it.
No.
Used to be, yeah, okay. So yeah, so unfortunately,
When I
girls
was-
We'll
from
let it slide.
When I was still green.
yeah, but like I agree. Girls definitely know, like, and I have friends who I'm just like, yo, like, how you getting that off? It's like, bro, like he's not, like, it's not. Come
What's
on.
the attributes you see in a man where you can be like, yeah, he's...
Yeah.
he's
What are the signs and telltale signs of a play-with-able man?
play with a bull?
I personally am not the type to like actively like try to play with a guy because I know, but like,
But you can. Aren't there things that you can sense? Like,
yeah, for sure.
oh, I could hit a lick on him.
Yeah, for sure. It's like, you know, like insecurity.
I could run it up on him.
Yeah, like insecurity is like a big one. Like if you know of a guy's like very, very insecure, like girls will definitely use that. You know what I'm saying? And especially if he's a guy who like doesn't hold his ground. And like I said, there's difference between like men who are calm and easygoing, and there's difference between men who just like can't hold their ground for nothing. And I've definitely been around men who cannot hold their ground. That stuff is like, it's easy to, play with a guy who's like that.
Men who don't stand on business.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So it's like girls know and vice versa, men know. Like for girls who don't stand on business, like how many times can G Herbo cheat on Tyna and then he gives her 700 roses in their family room and it's like, oh my God, couple goals, and now there's like tweets and like relationship quotes over like, girl.
I would imagine that it works the same on both sides, to just be somebody that plays with people like that and is able to like get over with like those types of things. Like you just have a very, very, very vivid understanding of people's insecurities and how to leverage them, which is very like methodical. Man.
Yeah.
Also, I
That's
feel like
crazy.
I would
People
argue
are
to say that I feel like almost everyone, I feel like it's very rare, and I hate the term stand on business, but
Really?
Yeah,
I love that
yeah,
term.
I hate it because it's such a blanket term. What does it mean? It doesn't have a
feel like
meaning.
To me, when you're standing on business, it's like I'm standing in what I believe and what I know is right for me, and I'm not shifting on
10
it.
toes down.
Yeah, same thing.
But it's getting overused, and
Yeah,
people
it's
are.
It is
definitely
and it's getting used in ways that like I don't think
Exactly.
Yeah.
makes sense. But
But-
if it's like I know that like if I know that I don't want a man who is only gonna text me at night, you know those ones, and it's like okay, then we don't need to speak. Like I'm standing on business. Like I don't want that for myself, so I'm removing myself, and you can't come back here. I'm standing on business about it.
Stand on business is getting the swag surf Taylor Swift treatment,
Yeah.
though. It's a little.
But I would argue to say that I
Egregious.
feel like it's very rare for people to just be born with the stand on business gene. I feel like you have to get punched a couple times
sure.
So
before
you're
you
saying
learn
it's a
it.
trauma response to stand on business?
Like you have to get knocked down a couple times before you decide that you're not gonna get knocked
bumped your
down
head a few
anymore.
times.
Yeah. It's very rare that like the first time someone tries to push you, you push
You
back.
stand on business. Yeah, 100%.
That's very tough.
Standing on business is a learning experience.
Yeah.
But it's
Right.
also could just be how you came up, right? Like if you were raised in like an environment where it was very like free for all, every man for themselves type thing, where like if you wanted something, you would need to do that, and it's from like 5 years old or something like that. You know, certain environments that you're raised in can breed that mentality.
I
Being
guess
in
so, but
survival, like living in survival mode from a very young age, I feel like can breed that too.
I see that, but it's like yes and no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do agree that standing on business does. I don't want to call it a trauma response, but it comes from learning from past mistakes or learning from
Okay. Yeah.
things
Maybe
that.
trauma response is a heavy,
Yeah.
heavy term to
But if
call
I
it
know
that.
I've been in a situation before that wasn't well for me or put me in a bad place, and this is similar to that, then I would stand on business with the next thing.
Yeah.
Because I'd obviously, if there's warning signs, I'm not going to go back there.
Do
Or if
you
you're-
ever wish that you could go back to a situation
Oh,
with the
100%.
mindset and mentality that you
100
have now?
Always.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a couple
never?
of those.
No.
Oh.
I would have
I-
learned. I would have learned a couple people good.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
I
though,
agree.
like, do you like actually like if you had a time machine, would you go back? Like you kind of
Yeah,
think about and
I think
fantasize
so.
like, oh, I would have said this,
I
but like
don't-
I'm kind of at the point where I'm at. Like, don't you kind of feel like that led to like who
Exactly.
you are and stuff?
No,
like
I
that?
agree.
Or you would take the time machine and you would go and say the thing.
Can I come back to today?
Well, that would
It would change.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Then it would
That would change
It would
change.
change everything.
That
yeah,
means
that's a good
that's
point.
regret then. What you're speaking of, right?
Oh, for sure. I can admit that I have regret in certain situations where I definitely should have tore people a new
But is it
asshole
something
when
you've
it should have been
reconciled
done.
that you're like hung up on? Like, I really do wish that like if I did this, because then it would make things different. Or is it just like a in your heart kind of thing? Like, I wish I just said that.
A little bit of
Yeah.
both.
Okay.
A little bit of both. I think I let a lot of shit slide with certain people that definitely they should have been handled very differently.
Me too.
Some things are just meant to be like a humble moment. Like it just made me who I am today.
Yeah, I agree.
I get that, man.
Like I genuinely believe everything happens for a reason, so I'm not against that.
Yeah.
But I would definitely like to get some words
Everything
off.
makes you stronger.
I hear that,
Is
but
that,
I feel
is that
like
the sentiment that you're rocking with.
Nah,
there?
that's not.
No, I wouldn't say it makes you stronger. I just think everything happens for a reason. I believe that for
But
sure.
I feel like sometimes
or
like
bad.
it's better that all those things happen younger, I think, than when you're older. If you were just trying to move bossy when you were young, because hey man, life will teach you. It's better. I saw a wise man once said, it's better to wake up every day and eat a slice of humble pie than to have the whole pie shoved in your face. It's true. That's true.
But what? So I guess
You can't eat the whole pie in one bite.
Well, yeah, the whole pie
You're
is
gonna
shoved
choke,
in your
gonna,
face.
It's gonna hurt your stomach. Like, yeah. Great analogy. Great. 10 out of
true.
10.
It's true. That's how you gotta move.
I guess. Yeah, that's fair.
Cause it's like, have you ever? It's easy to say this in sports terms. Well, we've all played sports here. You ever seen the person that thought they were so good just because they were better than like just this like circle that they were around?
Yeah.
And then they actually played real competition and got their ass handed to them. How like happy you felt to see them just fail.
That sounds so bad mind.
It does, but it's like it's true. That's how it is.
Person get humbled.
That's how it is.
I feel you. I agree to a certain extent. I mean,
Like even if you support them, you would still like you gotta get your notch
Yeah.
down a little.
There's a couple of my friends I'm waiting to see them get humbled, especially in sports. In sports.
oh, in sports.
In
Not even
sports.
in life. I'm like, that's low-key shit.
I
No,
definitely have-
I know what he's talking about in a
I
general
have-
sense, though. Like,
There's a small group of my friends that to this day still think that they would beat the best WNBA player in a game of
Put
one-on-one.
names on the bullets.
yeah,
Who?
yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna do
Just
that.
do
Put
it.
a name on it.
It's
But-
harmless conversation.
I'll bleep it out.
Which
said
one of
it?
your friends? I mean, we don't
No,
have to
it's
bleep-
more
not
than
that
one.
deep.
So I genuinely can't remember who, but it was like I've
Is
had
it Morris?
group
'Cause
discussions.
Morris is big?
I don't think so. Morris is pretty. Morris
Not
is
big
pretty
in a bad
humble.
way. He's a big guy. Like he's tall.
Nah, Morris
so
is
I would
pretty
feel
humble.
that
I have a
he
family member I debate this about too.
But
that I won't
they
name.
swear that no woman would ever beat them in basketball. And I'm like, bro, they're professional athletes. Now, maybe like the lower tier, sure, you might be able to get them. But like the best, like they doesn't even have to be like you're not beating Caitlin Clark in a game of one-on-one. I'm sorry. You're just not. It's not gonna happen. You don't even play basketball anymore.
I'll put a
Maybe
name on this bullet. You know Shane?
Yeah.
Shane Bennett? Not
Shane
first and
thinks
last
like
name.
that?
Shane and I have literally argued like for maybe like an hour or two because he thinks that he can lock up Steph Curry.
Steph?
Yo,
Steph Curry?
That's so like.
What the hell?
Shane and I have argued, and okay, maybe not lock, but he said maybe not lock up,
guard
but he
him?
thinks he can guard Steph Curry or he can get shots up on Steph Curry.
If Drew Holiday
Shots
can't
up,
lock up
yes.
Steph Curry,
No.
Guard, no. Shots up, yes. Guard, no.
I don't think he can get. I don't think Shane.
Steph isn't a defensive mastermind.
Not mastermind, but Steph could like Steph has guarded Kyrie before successfully.
How tall-
Kyrie Irving.
How tall is
No
Steph?
offense to Shane. Shane's great at basketball, but if Steph
You
can,
can get you can get shots up
this
on
is like
Steph.
a
shots multiple,
Yeah.
You can
I
find
It depends.
compilations of
know,
what we're
man.
talking about. The way that you guys like seeing that person get humbled, like I kind of like that fight competition thing where it's the bully is bullying somebody, then they kind of get theirs. Like I love the regular person faces NBA player. And like, oh, I love that compilation.
I
watched
would
a 10-minute one
pay-
of those the other
Especially in
day.
a game of 5-on-5, you could get shots up on Steph.
no 1-on-1.
Oh, well, 1-on-1, yeah.
No.
You
No,
might
man.
not
You're saying
score,
he won't get a
but you're
shot
gonna
up?
get the shot
He's getting
up.
blocked every time.
No, I mean like I don't think he's like
Getting
hitting
a bucket?
You can
getting
get the shot
buckets
up.
on Steph.
You
Maybe
can. If your
what?
shot's
Do you
falling,
think
you
you
can.
can get one bucket on
Yeah.
Steph in a game to 11?
You think
Yes.
you can get one bucket on
Loser's
Steph
ball.
Curry?
It's loser's ball.
Yeah. One bucket, yes.
One bucket I could get to.
Yes. One bucket, yes.
And it's
I'm not
loser's
saying
ball,
anything.
so every time Steph scores, he gets to take a shot again.
Because all you have to do is just pull. Once he passes you the ball, pull.
You essentially
I'll hit
get
one.
You get 11 tries to hit
Oh, this
one
is
shot on a
upsetting.
6'3" guy.
This is making me upset.
I don't know, y'all.
No,
I
And
don't
if he's
know.
like handing, if he's like
It's
playing,
not crazy what he's saying. I don't think.
if he's playing
I think it's
close,
crazy.
I think it's great.
It's
Thank
not
you.
crazy. No, it's not.
I
If he's
think it's
playing
great.
close defense on you, and you have a decent like,
Tresor, what if it's 3 dribbles? You know that drill?
yeah,
Are you still gonna get one bucket on a 3 dribble with Steph 1-on-1 to
I
11?
feel like I could. I feel like I could
Oh my god.
because it's
Men
not.
are so deluded.
No, but remember what you're saying. You're saying Steph. Steph is 6'3", 6'4". You can
Steph is also one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Like
offensively.
Steph can also, I've
He can
literally
play. Of course, NBA defense is different, but I'm saying
I've seen Fred
If
Van
you
Vliet, who
play-
is 4 inches shorter than me, terrorize this dude.
I'm
terrorize
saying
Steph Curry.
Yes, I could get one bucket.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is if you have actually ever played basketball in your life and you have the fundamentals to be able to get a shot up, I'm not talking about a random guy that doesn't play basketball. If you know how to one dribble pull up, if your shot is falling, you can get a bucket. That's not out of the realm of
And you
possibility.
get 11 opportunities, you'll hit 1.
That is not out of the realm of possibility at all. Now, if you said like LeBron or someone, no, that's not gonna work. But like Steph, you can step back and just pull. You better hope it goes in, but you can get the shot up. And once it's in the air, it's luck.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I after me and Shane got into it, I went through like a rabbit hole of just like Steph Curry defense plays, and I'm like, yo, when Steph Curry's ready, he can lock some people up.
But also the thing
He
is,
can.
odds
Bro,
are.
I'm telling you, I watched a video.
You watched a highlight reel. Can you tell me a
Yeah,
game? Can you
like-
tell me an instance of that where you've seen
It was
Steph
Steph
display
Curry.
defensive greatness?
I think I still have it because one of my boys sent it to me because he was in the conversation too. And I think it was Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving. And I
Okay.
forgot which game it was.
I've seen a few
It was
finals
before
games
he
where
went
played
to
good on
Dallas
Kyrie.
because this was last year or 2 years ago. No, last
So
year.
he was on Brooklyn?
Last year he was in Dallas.
Okay, so maybe he was on Dallas.
Okay.
But my point is, like, the video, because my boy's like, yeah. Because my homeboy who was in country was like, yeah, I don't know about that. Because Steph was like, Curry had Kyrie locked up, bro.
And
Like, the
Steph-
footwork was crazy.
And Steph is not going
And
to be.
that's another baller sending me that video like, yo, I don't know
Did he
what
lock
Shane.
him up or did Kyrie have a bad game?
And
Guys,
also,
let's be serious. Like,
Steph Curry is not going to be playing his hardest defense on me.
but what if he was? Say it was full out.
You could get the shot up. You can get the shot up.
And it's going in.
You can get the shot up.
And it's
That's
in.
what I'm saying.
Up and in.
Making it is completely different than getting the shot up.
Yo, look how
Nah,
far we
nigga.
this
Nah.
Out of
Is it
11
up and
tries,
in?
I feel like out of 11 tries, I could get
Getting
one
the ball,
bucket.
I feel like I could get a ball in the air. I could get a ball in the air and get up against Steph Curry. Ball in the air is different than ball in the net swish.
Out of 11 times, I feel like I could make one basket. I feel like I could.
That's not crazy.
That's not crazy. That's what I'm saying.
That's insane.
To me,
It's
it's
not.
Play basketball.
I don't care. I don't
No,
need to-
that
I don't need
matters.
basketball to say- You're gonna get Steph Curry.
That matters,
Yes, it
bro.
does. It matters.
It matters.
Why does it matter?
Are you getting shots up against Kyrie?
Yes.
Yeah.
The exact same scenario.
You're talking about
Kyrie
people-
is 6'1". I am getting shots up.
You're
against
talking about
Kyrie.
people that.
Kyrie
Shots
over
up and
Steph
in the
Curry.
net.
I get 11 tries.
I can believe Kyrie over Steph Curry.
I love how every time I say in the net, they go 11 tries. Like,
Because if it's winner's ball and every single time Kyrie scores, he gets the ball back, I'm probably not going to
Yeah.
get it. I'm probably not. But if I get one attempt every single time after he scores, I might make one of these shots.
Okay, so name 3 players before we move on. Name 3 players that you think 3 NBA players.
That I
Let's
can
say all-star
score on.
caliber.
All-star.
I was going to say
Steph-
Malachi Flynn
Well, yeah.
and Killian Hayes.
3, because Steph Curry's
Giannis's
Steph Curry
brother,
is
I saw
all-star
some-
caliber.
Yeah.
So pick 3 all-star caliber players that you genuinely think you can get a shot up against
I'd
and
give Dame
score.
buckets. I'd give
Dame
I'd
Lillard?
give Dame buckets.
You said get a shot up.
And
You
make-
said bucket.
No,
That'd
bucket.
be a dramatic sake.
Bucket.
I could get a shot up
3
against Dame.
all-star players that you think you can get a bucket on in
Jalen
one-on-one.
Fred.
Jalen Brunson.
Fred Van Fleet.
Is Fred all-star?
He was an all-star
he
one
was.
year.
Okay, fine. I'll give you that.
I'm taking smaller guards.
Yes, that's
That's
Jalen
all I'm
Brunson's
taking.
5'11". I'm getting a shot up
Jalen
against.
Brunson's 5'11". That's. I thought he was so tall. Okay.
Chris Paul.
Okay.
I don't know. He's
Yeah,
strong,
okay,
man.
yeah.
He may.
He is, but I could get the shot up over him.
And
He'll
in.
swipe it before you get it.
If it's a good shot, yes.
Listen, the bucket has to be made. You can. I'm sure you can get the ball up 11 times. The bucket has to be made. 3 players.
If I put the ball up, it's gonna hit the rim.
No.
So it could go in.
Okay, fine.
what I'm
I'm just
saying.
saying it needs to go in.
Put the ball in the net.
Thank you.
But-
yes, it can.
okay.
Kawhi bounce
And I
7
feel like
times
we're-
on the rim. It
we're-
needs to go in.
We're
the
starting
basket.
to be a dead horse, so we can move on. But I
Yes.
feel like the thing that you guys aren't understanding, that Clyde understands because he played basketball, is because when it's up in the air, it has nothing to do with the person now. So it
Sure.
doesn't matter.
Shot off.
Once
got
I
a
get
shot
the
up.
shot up, it's about if I can make the basket.
Okay.
They don't affect it at all. So it
Okay.
really doesn't matter who's in front of me. Once I get the shot off, it's about if I make it or not.
And you think you can make it against Fred VanVleet, Steph Curry, and
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen
If I
Brunson?
can get the shot up, yes, I have a chance.
I'm not gonna argue.
It needs
We'll
to.
leave
You know
it
what?
all.
Make it a segment in All Star Weekend. They should have a regular Joe versus All Star.
Because literally all I'm going to do
You
is
say
once
regular Joe versus. I would pay
pros
money.
versus Joes
I
All Star
promise
Weekend.
that would
Hell
be
yeah.
if
Hell yeah.
I
That's
would pay
funny.
so much money to watch you guys go 1-on-1 with NBA All
Bro,
Stars.
because literally all I'm gonna do
I
is
give
once
Fred that works.
all I'm gonna do is once he passes me the ball.
Pause. I give him buckets.
All I'm gonna do is once he passes me the ball, I'm gonna pull. That's all. 11 times straight.
Okay, so what if it's a 3 dribble rule?
You don't have to dribble in
But I'm
3
saying
dribbles.
if there is,
That makes it a bit scarier.
You don't have to. No, but you don't have to dribble in 3 dribbles. You have the option of up to 3 dribbles. I'm still just gonna pull.
okay.
Jab, pull.
Yo, think about that against one of those short, shifty point guards. It's still a bit of a.
Or I'm
that's a
going
bit of an
if
issue.
they're up under me, I'm just going for the foul every time. Rip through foul. Check it up again.
Or if
until
it's
you
Jalen
stop.
Brunson. I'm backing down Jalen Brunson.
Anyways, we can continue.
He's 5'10". That's
Let's
easy.
continue. Let's continue.
I mean, a lot
And then
of.
hitting a baby hook. That's easy.
I mean,
Let's
last
continue.
week, which we did post the clip where Mucho said he was skeptical about, if you back down, the backing
Oh yeah, I
down.
saw. Yeah. My
People
fault.
are DMing me like, yo, and I'm like, listen, that's not. Watch the full episode.
No, you guys kind of did him dirty because you clipped the ending
Trey
when we
did him
explained
dirty, Trey.
when he explained
Apologize
himself.
to him. He knows why I did
You
it.
apologize?
To Mucho, yes.
Like today? Like after?
Yes.
Why did he message you?
Did he
Like,
message you like, yo, bro?
No.
Oh.
I just told him like, bro, if you see the clip, I did this with like.
it's funny. And also Mucho,
Yeah.
like, he's not
Mucho's
such a
a good
heart. Like,
sport.
Mucho does not care.
He's a good sport.
But it is hilarious because people were like, yo, and I'm like, bro, he didn't beat it like that. Like, watch the full thing. But it was funny
The
to
face
see
he
that
makes.
clip. That comes to life. But anyways, I mean, last but not least, you want to talk about bouquets. Because, Valentine's Day passed, whatever. And, people, it's funny because Dre, which we should have Dre back on the show. We'll see if he ever come back. Dre's one of my good friends. He made a post like the day after Valentine's Day. And he was like, yo, now that Valentine's Day is done, I can get this off. A lot of y'all bouquets were ugly. Which I low-key agree with. And I'm not gonna listen. I like I've said before, I'm a gesture person. I love the gesture. I'm not really like that, like picky. I won't lie. I do have favorite flowers, and I'm not gonna like absolutely be pissed if you get me an ugly bouquet.
Are you gonna not put them in a vase if they're not?
No, I wouldn't do that. I would put them in a vase. Yeah, I'd let them die on their own. I'd water them and put the little flower food in it, whatever. But there are definitely ugly bouquets. And I think that men just don't know what ugly bouquets are.
Like the ones that look like there's like dandelions in them.
Like the baby breath in roses is crazy.
I don't know what that.
Baby breath is like the white, like those little white, white flowers. Yeah, that are in the rose bouquet. Don't put that in a rose bouquet. Baby breath is for senior citizens. Do not
Those come in rose bouquets?
Yeah, sometimes they do. There's rose
I saw
with baby
some
breath, and there's a straight stem roses on their own. Always get straight stem roses on their own.
Yeah.
Long stem.
But
Long stem,
the
yes.
thing that she's
short
referencing
stem is
is
cute
there
too.
was a meme that
Long
is
stem
going
lasts
around,
Oh,
and on the left, it's the picture of a bouquet of roses in like the clear plastic with like the different color roses, kind
Wait, let
of
me see.
like what she's talking about.
Oh, okay.
The picture, and then
Yeah.
on the right, it's the picture with like a matte black type of paper, all red roses, like the really fancy ones that they post on Instagram. And the caption was, "It's really 2 types of people in the world, and for some reason, y'all keep settling for the ones on the left." And it's the roses that don't look so appealing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, now we're rose shaming. Our generation is cooked. And I went to look at the comments, and I was happy that people actually have sense. People are saying the internet has y'all so detached from real world. Be grateful he got you something. Some girls don't even get anything.
Yeah, I don't
they
like that
both
point.
Flowers.
I don't like that point.
Now someone gonna start
So
saying
be
groceries.
grateful you got something because some girls don't get anything. I don't like that.
No, that's aggressive, but the point is there.
Flowers are flowers. At
Flowers are not
least
flowers.
Dudes got you flowers. Some people won't get you nothing.
See, don't like that.
I'm grateful for my left flowers. I don't care. Why does it matter? It's really the thought that counts. He didn't have to get you anything. That is true.
No, listen, like I said, I'm the person where it's like the thought and the gesture is what matters to me. But also it's like if my man knows me, he'll know what type of flowers I like. You know what I mean? And maybe it's like it's early, you just started dating. Maybe you just like thought and also like, no offense to men. Sometimes you just gotta give men the benefit of the doubt. Like sometimes y'all just don't know shit. Like respectfully. Yeah. Like sometimes y'all just the taste is not there. Y'all really don't know what bouquet is pretty versus what bouquet is ugly. Like sometimes y'all are just very clueless when it comes to that stuff. So that's the fucking kind thing. But if my man knows me, or if the man that I'm dating knows me and knows what type of flowers I like, then you know, just like, yeah.
But also, like once again,
I wouldn't be like, oh, the guy on the left is just like terrible and doesn't give a shit and blah, blah, blah. No, I wouldn't say that. I just said maybe he doesn't have the taste or hasn't done the research as much to get you the nice roses that you like. But it's not, like I say, it's not a terrible thing. I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't want these. Like, that's rude.
So what about if they, it's a case-by-case basis, but the flowers in the black with all that stuff, those are some expensive flowers.
They can.
What if he just simply can't afford those flowers but wants to get you flowers?
Yeah, but there's nice flowers
that counts. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can get like a nice bouquet from like Loblaws or like Longos.
Yeah, like I agree, but still.
Right? I feel it depends. I think they're like $27.99.
I feel like this is
they're expensive, man.
Especially around Valentine's Day.
I think $30.
They're about $30 for 12.
Around Valentine's Day, it's crazy. But I feel like, once again, this is another one of those situations, you could call me reversal, man, that women don't understand it because there's no other side to this.
There isn't
what do you mean?
Like, there's nothing, there's no, not even just Valentine's Day. There's no gift besides, like, what? Maybe the latest video game. There's no gift that you guys give us that we can critique isn't the nicest version.
Cap.
What?
Because someone posted a tweet like, oh, Valentine's Day for men, it was like men's body wash, like Irish Spring, like.
But what would be the nicer version of that? That's the thing. It's not a staple thing. Like, flowers are a staple gift for women, especially on Valentine's Day. Flowers. That's the first thing you think of. Flowers and chocolate.
Right.
There's no staple gift for men that women can cheap out on.
I feel like when like boxers and like socks and like
there's things y'all can get, but there is
and even that.
I feel like a lot of the time where like maybe like this is older, but like when like my mom or whatever shopping for like men's, like, oh yeah, like nice boxers or like t-shirts or socks or whatever.
That's not a staple, and even boxers and t-shirts.
You
can cheap out, but we're not going to be upset that you cheaped out.
Really?
No.
I'll wear a Walmart white tee. I don't care. It doesn't have to be from Uniqlo. I'm not going to be like, well, you didn't get me the best quality. I'll still wear it.
Accept the gifts for what they are.
Yeah, we don't care. I'll wear it if you get me like Gildan boxers. I'll wear them, sure.
I mean, it's Valentine's Day is for the women to begin with, so it's like if you do get anything, it's like, oh, I got.
Yeah, you're just
you're not really looking for anything on Valentine's Day.
But for your birthday, if she got you a 3-pack of Fruit of the Loom,
and that's your main.
Like, be serious. If your girl got you a 3-pack of Fruit of the Loom,
but that's not the same because it's not the same.
I feel like it is.
It's not, because now that's just a gift. It's not a staple for a holiday.
I guess.
That's what I'm saying. So that's just you being cheap on a gift. Because I could do the same on your birthday. That's different than Valentine's Day. And now my bouquet of flowers isn't nice enough. Because then it's a slippery slope. Now it's like, I got you the flowers in the black, but I didn't get you the 100 flowers in the black.
100 flowers is a lot of flowers. I don't think I need to go that OD.
You know, there's a lot of those girls that just want to have the giant flowers that they can hold like this and post. And like, what are you doing with all those flowers after?
I mean,
you got to be able to afford the $100 flowers if you want to date. So then if you make $50K, you probably can't afford the $100 flowers.
You definitely can't afford the $100 flower. It's not a
topic that we had written down.
Oh my God.
Well, you probably can afford it, but it's not a smart thing to spend your money on.
I'm being facetious.
Well, $50K in Canada.
Because there was the topic, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. And that was from the Poor Minds podcast. And it's funny because, oh my God, what's her name for the Poor Minds podcast?
Drea.
No, the other
Lex P.
I think Lex P tweeted and she was like, bro, like, I'm so over this clip. Because the clip went viral. And it was a guest on their podcast. And she was saying that if you make $50K, then you shouldn't be dating. And I know those ones. I know those ones where like you have some, I know those ones where like you have.
I'm tired of people.
That conversation is so dead. And I know that feeling where like you have someone on the show and like they bring up something that you're like, yo, I don't like, you know, it's like, bro, like the amount of times we like in like season 1 and 2, people are like, why do you only like American Men? I'm like, oh my God, like let's dead this, please.
We haven't talked about that in a while.
Yeah.
Because it's not a thing. It's not a thing.
But yeah, the fit like that.
Anyways,
is ridiculous.
regardless, doesn't make sense. And we don't need to get into it, but it's just like these, like we need to talk about more things. And the fact that video is going viral for whatever it is, like, it just doesn't make sense.
The transactional shit we need to distance ourselves from more.
Yeah,
how
it's just
much
like,
if you're,
I hate that.
tying people's worth to, frivolous things they do or how much you make and everything. We really
And
should
I hate the
move away from that kind of
response
stuff.
when people dispute that. I hate the date in your tax bracket response because it's a terrible response and it's not valid. So
it's not valid to date in your tax bracket?
no, that as a response is not valid because usually 9 times out of 10 when people are saying date in your tax brackets,
We there.
you're not in the tax bracket that you want the other person to be in. 9 times out of 10. The people that want millionaires, majority of you are not millionaires. So you're not dating in your tax bracket. You're dating in a tax bracket that you aspire to be in.
Fair. I would be very comfortable dating someone in my tax bracket. I'd be more than comfortable dating someone in my tax bracket.
Yeah. I mean, they say why it's like difficult for women who are in higher tax brackets, right? Because then it's like they don't typically want to go like below
Lower.
their bracket, so it's like there's less men that are in that bracket. So I don't know, I've heard of that
I mean, fair.
issue.
Yeah, I mean, like we have one more topic, but I mean, we can wrap it up. This one has to be a quickie, guys. This one has to be a quick episode because we got people with previous engagements. Previous engagements? What's the word?
Yes, that's what it is.
People, previous.
Previous engagements
or prior
engagements?
Same thing.
Same thing. Anyways, I mean, the only topic that we had left was Tresor asking if you would sleep with, what was your question? If you would sleep with a friend's family member?
And this is not something that I thought to do. It was, I saw the discourse. I think it's wrong, but
we can talk about
unless
that
you're, yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm pretty
well,
black
yeah.
and white on this. Like
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and not do that.
I have there's one way where I think it's
What's your
okay
loophole?
on both sides. I would feel like, say, you're my friend. If you wanted to date my sister, if you genuinely like her, then I would be cool with it. Like, you really see a future with her, yes, because at that point, you're just being, like, stingy and stopping low. If you just want to slap, like, no. Yeah. Or if I know you're that friend, no. But if you genuinely love my sister, why would I be like, you can't date her because she's my sister?
But what happens if they break up and now...
I mean, something that's genuine can end.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's as long as it was genuine.
But what if Clyde, like, breaks your sister's heart? Like, he cheats on her or something crazy, and then, you know what I'm saying? But then you, obviously, that's your sister. And then now she did her dirty, even though
that's
yes,
a part of it. Well, then
and
you
what's
genuinely.
the point A to B of finding out?
And then
that
are
they're
you still
genuine?
Clyde's friend?
That's a tough one. It's situational.
I don't think I'm really down to sleep with my friends.
Me neither.
Family members.
Like as a general rule, I would just say
I
no.
feel
I
like
wouldn't,
It's really
but-
messy. It
yeah.
can get very messy very quickly.
Yeah.
It's the same way I don't like when like my guy friends date like my like women friends. Like it's you know, then I don't like it. People are like, oh, what is it? Because then I'm hearing it from, especially when you're on the women's side, like, oh, your friend ain't shit, but it's like and then if I try to remove myself, oh, you sang out with him,
puts
and
you
then
in the middle of things.
yeah.
Hey, I understand what you're saying.
There's so many other people. Why can't y'all just be fucking around outside of the friend group? So it just gets messy.
Yeah.
Put me onto your friend. No. Because then when you do her dirty, it's, then we hang out. It's weird.
I don't really. You guys are grown adults.
Yeah, but I feel like from a
above
man,
me.
it's different because men don't really
Yeah,
go
like
to
I-
men. Like you
what
say,
you're saying, I
yeah,
think is
men don't
valid.
really
I
go
get
to
where you're
men
coming
with
from.
like, yeah, like your guys are dogs. You might get like a 1-2 off. But like women will be like, oh my God, like, can you believe it, blah, blah. Then that's my dog.
No, but
you know
the
what I'm saying?
women will come to you though. If it's my homegirl, she'll tell me about my friend, like how, oh, he did this and this to me. I still don't want, I'm still not listening. That's not my fault.
Fair.
So.
Okay, we can
Yeah.
leave it at that. Okay, guys. We're
Evergreen.
going to sign off. Very evergreen.
Evergreen in our LeBron era.
Oh, God. Who's 7? Well, we'll find that out next
Yeah,
week.
you're
talk
going
about
to
it next
find
week.
out.
We'll see
I
you
have
guys.
someone off the top of my head.
Oh, God. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you.